Good evening. Good evening. Hey, y'all. What's up? 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 Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Where's my pom-poms at? Here they are. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, it's a great day to be a Jackson State Tiger. All right. How many of y'all are tuned into the draft? Are you guys watching the NFL draft? What do you guys think so far? What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the draft so far? Nah, I know that's right. I remember last year. Oh my God. It was too much. Way too much. I know that's right. That's exactly why I'm here. That's exactly why I'm here. I couldn't even wait till Saturday. Couldn't wait. Can't wait. Couldn't even wait. Oh, Lord, have mercy. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's why I'm here. I'm here to talk shit too. Hey, Miss Mary. Absolutely. Ohio is sweeping. Sounds like the gang is here. Yes. Good evening. Good evening. All right. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time tonight. Okay. Sorry I'm late, y'all. Braxton does not like to go to sleep on weeknights, like when he has to go to school. It takes time to put him to bed, and I just can't. So I apologize about being late a little bit. Hey, everybody else. All right. Where are we starting at? Where are we starting at? Um, let's see. There's so much going on in HBCU space. Tonight, of course, we're going to talk about a couple of articles that I dropped, a couple of topics. We're going to talk about that in depth tonight. The NFL draft is on. So rep it. Ooh. Um, let me see what else we got going on. Do we have Dorian on Wuchekwa? Who is us? I don't know, y'all. I've been trying to keep up with basketball and stuff like that. Let me go ahead and share this because I don't know what this means. We got SWAC basketball, we got SWAC baseball. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna start with that. Let me put this up there. Hey, nephew and nephew. All right. Have y'all been keeping up with Jackson State basketball? Let me put this on mute because I don't know. I don't know what it's saying. All right. Coach Adams just put some eyes. I don't know what that means. Does that mean is that Dorian Onwunchekwa. I don't know how to say his last name, but I know he's 6'11 and 240 pounds. All right. Cool. He's a center. 6'11, 240 pounds from Dallas, Texas. Um, he didn't play in very many games. He only played in one game this past season. But the season before that, he played in 10 games for 18 minutes. Did the Brats trip over the court again? No, y'all. This I'm gonna just be honest with you. Like, um, Spectrum done went downhill, even though he would be mean and unplug it. Right, because they already know we finna go in. Lord, I hope I'll be able to play the video the way it's acting. Why is this happening to me? I want to play some videos tonight. They knew I was getting ready to be messy. Y'all knew I was going to be messy. Oh, Mr. Ford is here? Mr. Ford. I mean, like, it's not budging. I can't even get into my StreamYard on my computer. Stuff is ghetto, honey. All right. Let me see. Okay, got it. Oh, Mr. Ford's here. He said drop the link early. I know that's right, Mr. Ford. I hope Mr. Ford is accountable today. The word y'all dropping the chat accountability. That's the word of a day of the day. Accountability. Well, we don't have what is it? T-Mobile fiber. We don't have that yet, so I'm not switching. It's just get it. I mean, it just is. It is what it is. Ooh, baby, what? They done hacked me. They said, you ain't going live tonight. Now that I can definitely see happening. We weren't even gonna talk about them. Mr. Ford, I dropped the link. Unc. Come on here, Unc. I need to hear your thoughts. Hey, Mr. Ford.
Hey, baby, how you feeling?
Oh, Mr. Ford, I'm so excited to talk to you tonight.
Oh,
We're gonna
you
have a
know I'm
good
always
time
excited.
tonight.
Listen, Miss Whitley, is Brandy on here?
Yep,
Hey,
everybody in here,
Brandy.
Mr. Ford. Everybody in
Okay,
here.
okay. Lady T, how you doing? Miss Mary. What about Dr. Kanisha?
She's here in
Doctor,
spirit.
okay, Dr. Kanisha. All right, I'm trying to close out this darn basketball game. You know the Hawks playing the Knicks.
So nobody's watching the NFL draft today?
I'm watching the Hawks and the Knicks, and I want
You
the Hawks
sound
to
like
win this
Stock
game.
Talk.
Uh-huh.
You sound like Stock Talk David. He said he watching the game too.
Yeah,
He's not even watching the he's not even watching the draft.
no, I'm watching this basketball game. I want this. I want the Hawks to win this game. Mhm.
Oh Lord. Hello from everybody else. The
Hey,
Hawks are up by 5, Mr. Ford.
yeah, it's 96, 100 to one. Yeah, the Hawks up. Hmm.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Ford, I have so
Mhm.
much tea tonight,
Oh
and
yeah.
my computer off the bat is acting up. Like it doesn't even want to. I need you to listen to this video
Okay.
because,
Okay.
and it does not want to act right. Like they probably blocked my stuff from coming on, Mr. Ford. They said, you got too much stuff going on today.
Hmm.
We don't even have any. Where did the Browns traded? They had the sixth pick in the draft, and they traded with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, always remember they call them the mistake by the lake for a reason.
The what? Oh wait.
No, they call it the Cleveland Browns the mistake by the lake.
The what?
The Mistake by the Lake.
I have never heard of that. Mistake by
Yeah,
the Lake.
The Mistake by the Lake.
It's- Lord have mercy. I can't even read the comments. Y'all read them on the side. All right, Mr. Ford.
Hmm.
I want to play this video for you.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me what you think about it.
Okay. Okay.
I want your thoughts, your honest thoughts.
Okay.
No holds. I don't want you to tiptoe around anything. I want you to tell
So you want
me.
me to be messy, right? You want me to be messy?
No, I do not want you to be
Be
messy. But
messy. Okay.
I don't want you to be messy. I want you to
Mm,
be Mr. Ford.
Okay. Now what we got? Let's see what we got.
Okay, let me give you some background. So
Okay.
as you know,
Hmm.
um, FAMU, of course, they were put on probation.
Right. Hmm.
So Uncle Luke interviews head coach Willie Simmons of FIU now.
Yeah.
And he asked him, like, what's up? Like, what's going on? What happened? And I want you to listen to his response and
Okay.
then, you know,
Hmm.
well, I'm gonna just put it like this, But Mr. Ford, while
Hmm.
I'm pulling that up, we've got Jackson State, we have a 6'11" center.
Oh yes, I'm glad to hear that.
We got a
Oh,
6'9" forward
mm, good.
and a 6'10" forward. Or
Mm. Now, where these kids
ooh,
from? Where they from?
oh, so the one that I was putting on the screen right before my stuff froze, he's from
Uh huh.
Dallas, Texas.
Okay. Okay. Do you know what high school?
Don't let me look it up because I don't want my stuff freezing again. His name
Okay.
is I couldn't even pronounce his name, but listen, Mr. Ford,
Hmm.
I am
Hmm.
so excited. I
Oh
am
yeah, I am
so
too.
excited. Like when I saw he was he's 6'11" and 240, Mr. Ford,
Right.
and he's aggressive at the basket, which is probably one of the most important things
Yes.
is to be
Yeah.
aggressive at the basket.
Cause I
Oh,
was sick of y'all with them four guards and one forward this year. I was
oh
sick of that.
man. Yeah. I think everybody was sick of
Yeah,
it.
I'm sick of that now.
Yeah. We need high school weight and height.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
these kids are not transfers. These are all high school kids.
No, he's a transfer. He was in the portal.
Okay,
I
where did
want
they
to
get them
say
from?
what happened.
Now I said, where is he transferring from?
Um, don't give me the line.
Okay.
I saw it, but it was Oklahoma something, somewhere in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Ford, I'm trying to get
Mm.
this Willie Simmons interview.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Please play. All
Okay.
right, I could just do that like that. I think. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Put it on my screen.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. All right, let me put me on mute.
Okay.
Quinn, and I love Quinn, I'm pulling for Quinn 100%. But if Quinn is his whole staff is out every day checking classes, guess what he ain't doing? He ain't watching film. He ain't game
Right.
planning. And you've been on that campus,
Yeah.
the highest of Seven Hills. So
Yeah.
guess how many golf carts we had in the football facility? Zero.
Oh,
So,
no.
so you think that I'm going to get out here and walk this hilly campus to check classes all the way? Man, you crazy. We're not doing that.
Wow.
Like, so again, people that say, oh, well, it's the coach's responsibility. Yes, it is. Part of my responsibility as a head coach is to make sure that we create an environment and a culture where our guys understand the value of going to class and doing things the right way. And I told them, I graduated college in 3 years. 3 years, I was done. My mother was an educator for 27 years. Like, we know all about education. So it's not like we're just there saying, oh, don't the hell with class, don't go to class. Like, no, we every day go to class, academic meetings, check-ins, all those things. But guys are going to slip through the cracks if you don't have a system where you can check them throughout the day, checking their classes with people who can class check, having mentors and tutors and people like that they can check in with throughout the day to help them do their work. So not do the work for them, but help them, right? Because FAMU's, again, you're not a top 100 public school if you're an easy school. Mm-hmm. It's a really, really tough school. And so there has to be a comprehensive effort by everybody involved, from the president, the provost, the deans, the coaching staff, the academic support staff, the compliance staff, everybody to say, how do we fix this problem? How do we resource it to make sure that, that we don't keep finding ourselves in this situation? I was on probation our second year.
Wow, I didn't know that.
In 2019, we were the MEAC champs in 2019. We could not play for the championship.
All right, Mr. Ford. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard all of that. Okay, yeah, okay. First of all, let's clear. This has nothing to do with Queen Gray. This has nothing to do with Queen Gray. See, here's the situation. And I love Willie Shannon. I thought Willie was one of the top young coaches in America, Division I, FBS, or what you call it, FCS. But the thing was this: when Willie left, so many people left with him, not just coaches, but players left. And anytime the players leave like that, that kills your APR. Like you used to say, Willie gone. Well, them players was gone too.
Mr. Ford.
Okay. Yes.
I am so disappointed in you right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mr. Ford, we had over 80 players leave when Dion left.
Fine.
And he has been gone 4 years. Jackson State has never had an APR under 930 since Dion left.
Okay.
And did you hear him? He basically said, I'm not walking around them hilly hills to check grades. Mr. Ford, you and I both, and y'all know y'all can check the grades through the email.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Come on, Mr. Ford. Come on now. I know you FAMU through and through. Go ahead and say it. Willie dropped the ball. You got to admit this one. It came out his own mouth, Mr. Ford. You know, when you say stuff like that you are not walking, you ain't going, you ain't doing this and that, bruh. At HBCUs? Come on, man. Hey, I told you, the A in academics is not at FAMU. I'm just saying. But I feel bad for the student athletes at FAMU.
I really feel bad for Quinn Gray. Mr. Ford, he basically said, I was on probation, so he'll be all right. That's basically what he said. He said,
and he was. I remember when he was on probation. Yeah, they were. I remember.
In 2019, we didn't even get to play. I went to we qualified for the championship, and we didn't even get to go. And you know what? I did say, remember on Saturday, I apologized to Willie because we went through and we saw that for 20 plus years, they've never been above APR. And so I think it's more of a cultural thing where it's like, you do what you have to do to win. We don't care what that looks like. And I also think that's why there was so much pushback when Miss Tiffany Dawn came into FAMU, because they weren't used to all the stuff that she was implementing. Like, hold on. Why are you trying to switch up all this stuff? Like, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do it like that. And it's because they're not used to having to have that accountability. Like if you know one of your students didn't pass, instead of saying, hey, you can't play today, he's not going to do that because he wants to win. So he's not going to set the students out. They've been getting waivers for 20 plus years. But Mr. Ford said, I don't know. I guess we'll see with FIU, right?
What about FIU?
I guarantee you that he is going, or he has, or FIU has paid somebody to go there and check those grades. He ain't gonna be able to get away with that over there. And I'm not saying because FIU is better or they are or stricter or whatever. Those folks deal with different types of donors, and when that money stops coming in FIU, or somebody or NCAA actually does an investigation, will it know if they investigate FIU and they find the same problems that he had at FAMU, Willie won't be able to coach a little league Pop Warner football team. So watch he do right over there. It's sad to say this, but a lot of black people will go to Mr. Charlie's house because the ice is colder, and they will act like the black man that they were supposed to be when they was at the black school. That's all I'm just saying. Fight me if you want to, but hey, Willie is wrong for that, but I'm glad it's out in the public and it's in the open. I'm just saying. And it's not, and FAMU, y'all know I don't dislike y'all. I just like to mess with y'all, you know?
All right, see? Mr. Ford. Next topic. North Carolina A&T. Mr. Ford. They had an audit and they found $5.1 million in improper scholarship disbursement at A&T.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Improper
scholarships were awarded based on improper scholarship disbursements.
Oh, okay.
They were giving scholarships to people based on personal association.
Man.
A lot of people in the comments was like, so legacy scholarships, or you know, they were basically, if they found like if you were a family member of a staff member or you had some type of association, they was giving out money.
If I'm understanding this right, they was moving money around to help folks that they wanted to help instead of using the money the correct way. Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna read it to you. So basically, I'll give you the rundown on this. First of all, let's just say this was self-reported. So they got a new well, we call them presidents, but they're chancellors, I guess, at A&T. They got a new chancellor, and he went and he did some audits, right? And this is what they found. The investigation uncovered serious misconduct tied to financial assistance. According to the audit, students received aid because of personal ties to university employees instead of merit or financial need. They had an administration recovery fund that was used for student assistance. These funds are typically meant for emergencies or other university-related costs. These funds were awarded without merit or any needs-based criteria. He added that some students gained an unfair advantage because of who they knew. That meant money that could have supported other students or campus needs was redirected elsewhere. Wow. The audit also found weak internal controls and poor oversight, a bit of financial mess, and issued 15 recommendations to improve accountability and prevent similar problems in the future.
I'm confused. Why did they
the employees that were tied to the
why?
Don't they do that all the time, Mr. Ford?
It's called nepotism.
Why, man? You know, North Carolina A&T has Miss Alma Adams. That is the United States House of Representatives. That is her alma mater. That's where she represents. Anything A&T wants, they call her and she delivers. No matter who the president, who the Senate, House Speaker is, they don't matter. When that woman talks and she says A&T needs, A&T gets. That is about the crazy. But, you know, some black people, when they get a little money, they get in power, they worse than cancer. That's the North Carolina A&T. You are the donkey of the decade for doing something like that. Because you got the resources. You got what the young kids call it, the plug. Miss Alma Adams is the plug. And they man, come on, man. Anytime they talk about cutting the HBCU, Miss Alma Adams go up there and she speak to whoever and wherever, it goes away. And A&T always get what they want. That's just dumb. Man, whatever. I'm done with that shit. And I guess this been going on long enough where somebody had to self-report before somebody found out about it. That's crazy. So you gonna destroy?
Well, they got a new chancellor, so the new chancellor knows them.
But you're gonna destroy Miss Alma Adams' reputation and her work and her dedication. Oh, well, I tell you,
Mr. Ford.
Yes. Like I said,
right?
yeah, no, I got a little cold or something. But anyway, it's nepotism, it's inbreeding. That's universal. I mean, that's going on at all the schools. That's what it is. It's nepotism, inbreeding.
You know, whenever HBCU does it, they always make it seem like it's 5 times worse.
Yeah.
Whenever HBCUs do it. And not on top of that, but being that North Carolina A&T is one of the premier HBCUs and has the largest amount of
enrollment. Yeah.
Yes.
Enrollment. They're gonna make it one of those. See, HBCUs are always mismanaging money.
Well, like I've always said, ever since they pulled that little move when they went to the Big South, everything has been going wrong because it was a bad move. And it's snowballing. And Dave tells lies every night that he gets in front of a microphone and pretends like A&T is so much better than all of the other HBCUs. Like I said, sometimes I think he's on lithium.
I don't know about that, but about the lithium.
Yeah.
But
he has a kite.
So,
yeah.
So I know you happy, Mr. Ford. I know you happy because I know you done heard the news.
What's the news now? What's that?
The news. You know how you always talk about we need to get us together. We need to do us. We need all the HBCUs to get together and do X, Y, and Z.
What happened?
Well, it's happening, Mr. Ford. Okay, so you remember the HBCUs4Us, right? Do you remember that? The 4 commissioners.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Join together.
Right.
You remember that, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we really haven't heard anything else about it. It kind of just went dark. Like they announced that they're together, that they're going to work together to help further HBCU college football. And then everything kind of went dark for a bit. We didn't really hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
They released some information, and they are having an HBCU Black college football poll, Mr. Ford.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
About time.
A new state audit is raising questions about how millions of dollars were spent in North Carolina.
It's going to be MEAC and SWAC, and then CIAA and the SIAC. There's going to be 2 different polls, one for D2 and one for D1. So
Okay.
now we know why they eliminated D3 and NAIA games, Mr. Ford.
Okay. Okay.
Because this setting up for exactly what everybody's been asking for. And that is the setup for possibly having some type of playoff system, Mr. Ford.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm trust me. When I read the article and I said about time, you know, and I hate not hate. I want to bring this back up. When BET would broadcast BCF, Black College Football, in the 80s and 90s, corporate America got so afraid of watching a Jackson State versus Texas Southern at a 7 p.m. on an October night. They got so afraid of that. They said, we got to do something with this. I still believe the owner of BET was pressured into selling. I do understand that they was not giving him the same amount of money for commercials and advertisement and all that other stuff. But they were so afraid of that. I'm old enough to remember the vet in 1991, 92. And you would have everybody in their mall, from church buses, church groups, alumni, and everybody coming to the vet. Jackson State crowd in the early 90s, when you was having 45, 50,000 folks, it was something that had, hey, listen, Ole Miss and Mississippi State and LSU could not draw those crowds. It was because of the type of talent and the type of caliber of coaches that we had at our game. And it was so crazy because I like, we used to, every homecoming, everybody wanted to go to the Jackson State homecoming football game, even though it was during the day. But I remember the night games the most before I went to Tougaloo. The night games was the most exciting thing happening in the state. Same thing would happen at Southern. Grambling, not so much, but Southern and Jackson State night games in the 90s, that would bring folks, and you would have a poll. You would have a Black college football poll back then. That's what I'm getting at. So maybe we can, if we bring back
but it was biased now. Now, y'all know that them polls was biased. Mr. Ford, you know, some years they crowned some folks champions and they had lost 3 games. 3, and I think FAMU lost to Jackson State one year. They were still crowned Black national champion.
Wait a minute. Was that the year they crowned themselves, or what year we talking about? Because one year they crowned themselves.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was that year. But this is what unity looks like. This is what you've been asking for, Mr. Ford.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, are they actually going to put together a Black college playoff? And
So this is what's going to happen. So the Black College Football Poll and the Black College Football All-American teams are formally endorsed and sanctioned by SWAC and MEAC, NCAA Division I Conference, and then CIAA and SIAC. Mm-hmm. All 4 major HBCU athletic conferences have come together to create a unified ranking system and recognition platform for Black college football. The Black College Football Poll will be conducted weekly throughout the regular season using a panel of head coaches and selected media members. It'll feature 2 divisions. So they'll do one for the SWAC and MEAC, and then they'll do one for CIAA and SIAC. And then they'll have a preseason All-American team and a postseason All-American team. First team and second team selections. They'll have a coach of the year, offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, freshman of the year. The first poll is released on July 1st.
So let me ask you, are they going to have their own media day or they won't have that?
What do you mean by their own media day?
You know how the SWAC and the MEAC have a media day, football media day? Now, this Black College Poll, are they gonna have a media day? Or they not? They hadn't gotten that far. Or you haven't heard anything?
Do they usually have those?
Yeah.
Only when the SWAC and MEAC play each other, they have the media day up there in Atlanta. Yeah, so I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying, are they gonna have a preseason media day?
Oh, that's interesting. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. But Mr. Ford, it says that there's going to be some media members that's going to be on the voting. Who do you think should be a media member, or who you think should be a media member, a voting member that you know is not going to be biased?
Only way you're not going to be biased, you got to take away every journalist from each one of those conferences. So what I mean is, if you have any media member of any of those conferences, they're going to be biased for their conference. So I think it should be a fan poll. That's just me. Hey, create a website or create a whatever and do a fan poll and let the fans fight it out. So if your football
Jack
conference,
State will win every week.
if
they just are more like they engage more. So I don't know if that's the idea. I think that Travis Jerome pointed out that the only way to hold people accountable is to actually reveal what your vote is each week.
Now, I do agree with Miss Whitney on this. Keep Tyler Carr away from whatever going on. That dude is him and Jay Walker. Tiffany is not bad, but Jay Walker and Tyler Carr, those are the most anti-SWAC and most anti-JSU people that anybody. Now,
what do you think, Mr. Ford?
You mean as far as who should make up the?
Who should be voting? That's the coaches are going to vote. But who do you think?
Variety. First of all, you got to get the beat writers involved. You got to have your SIDs and you got to have your coaches and your ADs. All of it should be just like the people who vote for the Heisman. It just be black, you know. Yeah, it should be a variety of people. You know, you ever see the people that vote for the Heisman? It's a variety of people. That's what you want.
All right. So, but the reason why I think that they are implementing this, Commissioner McClellan has a vision, and I think that one of those visions, of course, is to bring Black college football to bigger heights. He talked about last year, he talked about that he wouldn't mind having other games in addition to the Celebration Bowl, possibly one by HBCU, sponsored by HBCU Go, but that there is changes that have to be made in order for them to do that. Just like they had to make a change in order for the MEAC and the SWAC to participate in the Celebration Bowl, there has to be changes that are made in the bylaws to allow for extra postseason games. But it's exciting.
But when you say extra postseason games and they got to change rules, for who?
So it's like it has to be sanctioned. So the FCS, like the FCS had to allow us to do the Celebration Bowl, right? So you have to go to them and say, hey, we want to have this other game. Like, let's say hypothetically saying they have an HBCU Go championship game, right? And it features whoever lost the SWAC championship and whoever lost the MEAC championship. They play.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're talking about. Basically, like the World Cup does the third place game. I got you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I got you.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
So I like that idea.
Yeah. Hey, I keep telling folks one of the things about the Celebration Bowl, and if now my opinion, just my opinion only, that third place game should be held on the highest seeds campus. That way you can get that crowd up in there, because not everybody can afford to go to Atlanta, wherever you want to have.
I wanted to go to New Orleans.
Well, come on, hey,
Mr. Ford, you don't think that game should be in New Orleans?
Come on.
Which one? The championship, or what game are we talking about?
Like if they have another, if they have a playoff situation, or if they have another game, where do you think it should be? I'll say New Orleans, right?
Well, I like that whole thing, like the SWAC does. I really like it when y'all, like when Jackson State hosts the game. I like that. I really like that.
The only thing that I could see is that if it's the how do you determine who's going to host that game? So, for instance, if it was Delaware State versus Jackson State, who gets to host that game?
Well, I think Delaware State only seats about 8,000. How many do they have?
I'm about to say, would you really want to host a game where you have 8,000 people versus 30,000 to 60,000? Or, and same thing, you say Orleans down in the dome, or do you really think that the people from Delaware would travel to Orleans?
They don't travel in the MEAC.
I think that they would travel in the MEAC before they travel to Jackson.
There it is.
They don't travel in the MEAC.
There it is. Mr. Ford said it. They don't travel.
They don't travel in the MEAC. Listen,
okay, so how are we
if you go back and look at the Celebration Bowl games with Alcorn and North Carolina A&T, Alcorn always had more fans.
Yep, you're right. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. But
I was at two of them.
Yeah, it was called a Pioneer Bowl before that. Yeah, remember that? The Pioneer Bowl?
Yeah, that was SIAC against CIAA.
Yeah, the Pioneer Bowl was the same way. I was like, man, come on, man. Y'all can't.
Okay, what do you think about playing it in Charlotte, North Carolina?
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
That's another good place. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
but if you're gonna have it in Charlotte, it's got to be one of them North Carolina schools that's got to be in it.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work like that. It's based off the rankings, Mr. Ford.
Oh, but I'm just telling you now, if you're gonna play in Charlotte, you're gonna have to have Central in it. If not Central, you got to have A&T in it.
No, wait. First of all, that's another thing. And another thing is A&T, Tennessee State, and Hampton even allowed to be in it, because this is for us, by us, and it's sanctioned by. You can't include them because they're not a part of the 4 conferences, so they're just ass out. That's why they chose to be in a PWI conference, right, Mr. Ford? Right?
Oh yeah.
You don't get to participate because you're not in the conference. This is between CIAA, SWAC, NEAC, and the SIAC. So yes, you are an HBCU, but we can't sanction for the CAA for you to go, or Tennessee State, what is it? What the OVC?
Yeah, OVC that's Tennessee State.
Yeah.
So you can't be included. We're sorry. This is what you chose. You wanted to go to the playoffs, right? Y'all want to go to the playoffs, right?
Yeah, they wanted to be the Negroes on the white man front porch. Yeah.
Not on the front porch.
Yeah, they want to be poach niggas.
And
oh God. Why are you about to get me in trouble, Mr. Ford? He said, not the porch. All right. Now. All right. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
But he's sitting there, Mr. Ford, him downstairs. Yeah. He told me
y'all. We're about to start something, y'all. I hope y'all ready. Okay, Mr. Ford. So you know I done started publishing articles on my website now.
Okay.
I would like everybody to go to SheLovesThee.com.
Okay.
I have some articles out.
Uh-huh.
And the article that I published, some research that I did, is the conferences by revenue. I went and looked up some of the FCS conferences, and I pulled their conference numbers. So we're not talking about how much each school brings in. We're not focused on how many ticket sales each school brings in. We are focused on the conference because the conference has the media rights.
Right.
Is the backbone for the athletics in terms of support. They are responsible for building up the schools, selling them as a package, right? And we've talked about it over the last couple of years. We keep talking about it. They want to know how much the media rights is. They want to know this. They want to know that. But all you need to know is that the SWAC, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, had a revenue of $25.6 million in 2000 for the 2025 numbers. 21.1 million in expenses. They had a $4.5 million profit. Now, one thing that I will say is the 2024 numbers are actually better because that year SWAC made 11 million in profit. But now the SWAC is investing in the SWAC TV infrastructure, and I want to say they might be starting to invest in the schools and their cameras and stuff like that.
Okay.
Big Sky comes in second with 16.9 million. They had expenses of 16.8 million, so they had a $100,000 profit.
Hey, who are some of the schools in the Big Sky? Who's in there?
Well, this is the thing, Mr. Ford. North Dakota State was in there.
Yeah, right. Okay, so that's South Dakota State. Is that Montana State?
Yeah. The big, those are the big wigs that are actually trying to leave, right? Because a lot of them are actually trying to become FBS. They're trying to go FBS.
Well, actually, to be honest with you, South Dakota State, Montana, they are FBS schools. I mean, they're in the FBS, but they're actually FBS schools.
Well, that's Sacramento State is leaving, I believe. They got
they joined the what? What did they join? The MAC? Did they join the MAC?
They joined whoever would accept them.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you're right. I think they joined. I'm trying to think. Was it the MAC they joined? Because they joined the FBS conference.
They want to They want to be a part of the Pac-12 whenever it comes back, but
it's coming back next year, isn't it?
Is it?
It's gonna be Boise State. It's gonna be San Diego State, Gonzaga. Okay. Yeah, they're coming back.
That's who they wanted. So Sacramento State is gone. So it's Portland State, Montana State, Eastern Washington, Montana, Northern Colorado, Weber State, Idaho State, and Northern Arizona. So it's going to be interesting to see if North Dakota State leaving, if that's going to affect more teams trying to move up to FBS. And so they did bring in 16.9. Mr. Ford, guess who was in third?
MEAC?
The MEAC bought in $14.1 million in revenue.
Okay.
They had expenses of $11.9 million, which is much better than last go around where they were bleeding money. So they have a profit of $2.2 million.
Okay.
So congratulations to the MEAC, Mr. Ford. It looks like the AD has made some changes. They've reduced the amount of liabilities they have.
Oh, yeah.
What do you credit that to? Because I haven't seen the MEAC make any changes in terms of.
Well, I mean, you bring in Michael Vick, you bring in Deshaun Jackson, You got Trey Oliver. You have Chennis
Shannon
Berry and
Fair.
stuff. Yeah, those are money making people. Remember now, Norfolk State's homecoming had 47,000 paid attendance.
I'm just saying, where's this conference revenue coming from? But nonetheless, don't you think that's pretty good? They're making that much with only 6 football members.
Yeah, I think it is.
Man, if you had any other conference in America with only 6 members that making that type of money, hell yeah, you're gonna be good. Come on, man. I don't know if it's the Vic effect or the Deshaun Jackson effect, whoever effect it is, but that type of money, as small as those stadiums are, I take it any day of the week, twice on Tuesdays. Real talk. Hold on.
Missouri Valley has the largest profit. They bought in $13.6 million. Their expenses were $7.69, and they had a profit margin of $5.91 million.
Once again, give me some of the schools in the Missouri Valley.
I want to say a couple of schools just joined. Let me see.
Okay.
One thing they don't have, I guess, is branding, huh?
Peer review. Peer review. They don't have no branding.
Wait a minute.
Did I say that out loud?
Belmont? Do you know Belmont?
Is that in Tennessee?
I don't know.
I think that's in Nashville, right?
You really can't trust these numbers. I mean, if you go if you click on my actual website, I literally copy and matter of fact, why can't you? They right here. These are I don't know none of them people. Valparaiso?
Yeah, that's in Indiana. Valparaiso's in Indiana.
That picture that you showed, that was the Superdome in New Orleans or the Georgia Dome in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, because I was talking about basically I was talking about classics and why is the SWAC able to bring in so much money?
Because the SWAC has the biggest football games in FCS. You got the biggest rivalries in the FCS. You got Bethune-Cookman versus FAMU. You got Jackson State versus Alcorn. You got Alabama State versus Alabama A&M. You got Grambling versus Southern University. Then you got Southern University versus Jackson State. You got the biggest rival games in the FCS. The biggest games in FCS are in the SWAC.
Don't forget, Mr. Ford, about Grambling versus Fairview at the
yeah, that's right. That's a 60,000 plus.
Yes.
At the Cotton Bowl. Yeah, yes. That's right. So you got the biggest games in FCS football.
Yes, I 100% agree with you on that one. And I always tell people, if you really look at the fanfare, and I've been getting on the SWAC for the last few years. Make these classic games a week event, like you make the Alabama State, Alabama A&M. That's a whole week event that you go. Make every single one of those classics a whole week event, like they do the Bayou Classic.
My idea is, you know, and Mr. Bonham hate my idea, and I'll say it again. Jackson State and Alcorn at the beginning of the season and at the end of the season. Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M at the beginning of the season and at the end of the season. Texas Southern and Prairie View, beginning of the season and the end of the season. You say, where do you get that foolishness from? It's called the NFL. When New Orleans plays Atlanta, do y'all have a problem because they play twice? No, you don't. Okay, so hey, why create the wheel all over again? Let's imitate that.
And you know, on top of what you just said, Mr. Ford, Every single one of those games should have a trophy. Like
Yeah.
they do that. So,
Oh, yeah.
and listen, if you go 2-0, you get the trophy. If you go 1-1, nobody gets the trophy.
I just say this to
I like that.
everybody that's listening. How much money can be made if Grambling and Southern play Labor Day weekend and then play Thanksgiving weekend? How much money could be made by those institutions?
You gonna
Big
split it. They gonna pick and choose which one they want to go to.
But just imagine the amount of money that would come in if that classic was played twice.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. Living in Orleans Parish, the Superdome would love it.
I guess it only depends on how good they are, because if they suck, nobody wants to see them get their ass drugged twice. Southern and Jackson State.
But let me ask you something. When the Atlanta Falcons played the New Orleans Saints, does it matter that their ass ain't nothing? Does that matter? No, because every time the Falcons play New Orleans, whether it's in Atlanta or in New Orleans, the venue is packed.
The crowds on both what you're talking about right there. When the game is played in Orleans, look at how many tour buses from Atlanta, Columbus, Georgia, and other parts of Georgia come down. Vice versa. When they play in Atlanta, I know for a fact DJ Captain Charles, Keith Carroll, and all these other people, they sponsor these tour buses to go there. It's big money, and they stay in the Omni when they go to Atlanta, and when they come down here, they stay at the DoubleTree. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. That's why Gail Benson, she don't care if she win or lose, but when you can make $600 million in revenue for an NFL team, and let's go back to college, that Grambling Southern game, Jackson State Alcorn game. But now I'm finally getting into the Bethune and FAMU game. Alabama State, Alabama A&M. All those rival games that you made. Look at the economic impact of those cities. I'm telling you right now, Alabama State and Alabama A&M, if you go down to the that classic there, Tom Joyner used to have his radio show there. I think Ricky Smiley does it now. And the amount of money, the amount of revenue that's why I told folks, if Jeff Bezos is only giving 1.5 for the winner, that's bullshit. You are looking at $20 to $30 million of what the city of Birmingham takes in easily. New Orleans, I know how much money we take in. Dallas, the Cotton Bowl, how much money they take in. That's why I tell people I'm a big proponent of classics on the campus. That's why Pearview is about to ban me from their campus because I keep saying, can y'all please sell out y'all game for the Labor Day Classic since y'all defend the SWAC champions? They don't want to hear that. But what I'm getting at is the amount of money, and I understand what Mr. Ford is talking about, the amount of money HBCU people come to see when they play their rivals is unmatched. I'm telling you, you cannot defeat that type of money that these folks are bringing, especially if it's on campus.
So, Mr. Ford, and you're going to have to take them out of the hands of the promoters to do that?
Well, I mean, you could listen. It can be done. It can be done. It's just a matter of sitting down and getting your presidents to sit down, your ADs to sit down, your faculty reps, your head coaches, and let's do it. Like I said, Southern, Grambling, Labor Day weekend, Thanksgiving Day weekend, Alcorn, Jackson, at the beginning of the season, at the end of the season. All right. Alabama State, Alabama A&M, the beginning of the season, end of the season. I'm just saying, just imagine the amount of money.
They're already talking about moving, and this is the of course, the FBS is the one that's basically moving the needle on that. And that is basically making week 0 the start of college football. You heard about that, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
now it's like you're gonna have 12 games in the season. Like you're gonna have those 12 games. And what that looks like, they're taking away the D3 and the NAIA games. My thing is this, like, because you're taking those games away, just like FCS is saying, we don't want to play those teams. Those are non-competitive games. Don't think that same mindset is not the same for FBS schools who are saying we're not going to book any more FCS teams because they're not competitive. They're going to do the same thing. So the same thing that we're doing to the NAIA is what they're going to plan on probably doing to us, right? So now we have to figure out, where are we going to get that make up that revenue? They're not going to keep scheduling money games. Money games are going to be a thing of the past. So how do we make that money up? I mean, Mr. Ford is saying rivalries are going to have to play twice in the season.
Beginning and at the end.
Beginning and end.
Yeah.
Because, we keep having that same argument. So let me finish. I forgot to finish this. Sorry. So lastly on here, of course, is the CAA, the Colonial Athletic Association. So when I looked up the numbers on the Nonprofit Explorer, it had, I guess it has 2 different revenues. Okay, Mr. Ford.
Mhm.
So the CAA, they separate their football from the rest of the revenue that they generate. So they have CAA football, and then they just have Coastal Athletic Association. So CAA football, they made $2,040,000.
Mhm.
And that is the conference. That's how much revenue they bought in, 2.04 million. They had expenses of 1.48 million. So I put that on my little image. And so then somebody created a website, and they created a page and said, hey, this is not right. The CAA is not doing it like that. So you didn't tell the whole story. We have more revenue than that. So I looked up the other revenue, and it's 10.1 million in revenue for their other athletics. And then they have 10.8 million in expenses. So for this year, they took a loss, a net income of negative $731,219. They do have 16.2 million in net assets. But what I was gonna say is, isn't that kind of low? Because they had and their numbers has always been that low for football. For you to have 16 schools at one point, and you're not bringing in no revenue. 2024, they bought in 1.3 million. 2023, 1.16. Like, they're not making that much revenue with football. And they had Delaware, they had Villanova, they had some really heavy hitters in FCS, but they weren't able to turn it into anything substantial to make money.
Oh, come on, you jive turkeys.
Well, remember, Villanova's a basketball school. That's their number one sport. That's what I mean. They
Well,
got
Delaware
football,
then.
but they won't. The main thing for them is Villanova Wildcat basketball. That's their number one thing.
Okay, so even with the CAA, if I add 10 million to their revenue, they're still at the bottom, which is 12.04 million. But okay, let's just look at the totality of things, right? You have upwards, I think they're down to 13 schools, but they had 16 schools at once. but your revenue is actually less than the MEAC's revenue, right?
Yeah.
And you're distributing
Come on,
less
Shaq
than
Town.
you're distributing to your institutions less than the MEAC is distributing to their institutions.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know. Hampton and A&T said that they left the MEAC because the numbers weren't right. They weren't making no money. There weren't any media rights. They weren't, and then come to find out, the CAA is distributing less than the MEAC.
Well, let's go back. Now, the main reason that North Carolina A&T left the MEAC is because they wanted to fire Dennis Thomas, who was the commissioner, and they were unable to do it. And after they were not able to fire him, that's when they wanted to leave. Now, as
Why
far as
did they want to
Hampton,
fire him? Why did they want to fire him?
because he was inept and incompetent,
Oh.
and he never did anything into almost 20 years. But now let's go back to Hampton. Okay, Slick had been trying to get into a white conference for at least 20 years. Okay, Slick Harvey had been negotiating behind closed doors to pull Hampton out. See, at one time he was trying to get in the Patriot League, but they refused to accept him.
Oh,
yeah. And so he finally...
why do you want to be in the Patriot League?
Because he's a Negro that want to be on white folks' front porch.
Oh.
You don't know Slick Harvey? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
He was the president of Hampton for almost 40 years.
Damn, that's the one that's
he's a graduate of I think he's a graduate of Talladega.
Is that the one that has the statue of George Bush or something like that?
Yeah, he was friends with Bush. He owned a multi-million-dollar distributorship, I think in Michigan or somewhere, and he was a Republican. But he had been negotiating behind the scenes for over 20 years, trying to get into white conferences, because he one of them, white folks' water's colder.
All right, so now that we know that the MEAC is distributing more, I was advised that even though the CAA is distributing back to its schools less than the MEAC, they have more flexibility in the CAA in terms of making their own media rights deals, their own local deals, and they can still make more money hosting their own championship. I want to say North Carolina A&T was able to host the track and field championship or something like that last year or something like that. So even though the CAA is not distributing as much as the MEAC, the premise is that there's more.
Man, what the fuck do the hell y'all goddamn it pick? That's a goddamn shame. Who the fuck is goddamn it Dylan Temp from Oregon? Fuck you, Chicago tonight. Man, this is bullshit. Y'all is ready to pick some goddamn it mayonnaise motherfucker to be on this goddamn screen. Man, fuck y'all. Oh, hell no. Man, this is some bullshit. Y'all done picked some little.
He's watching the draft, y'all. That draft got him hot.
Oh, by the way, did the Hawks win? Did the Atlanta Hawks win?
Yes, the Hawks won.
They did win?
They won.
Okay.
The Chicago Bears. They got him hot. The Chicago Bears drafted Dylan Thieneman, safety from Oregon, and they got hot as fish grease.
I mean, when's the last time Chicago had a decent team?
Buffalo trades pick to Houston. What? Unc was pissed about that pick.
I'm just saying, when's the last time Chicago had a decent team?
Why did they
With
do
Lovie
that?
Smith?
That's not what Chicago Bears needs right now.
But I'm asking, how long ago
They
was
had a
Lovie
decent
Smith
team.
in
They had a
Chicago?
decent team last year.
They had a decent team. Oh yeah, they did. You're right. That's
Yes,
Ben
they
Johnson,
had,
right? Isn't that
and
Ben
they're supposed
Johnson?
to. The Bears fans were excited because they're like, okay, we had a good season. We're gonna build on top of it, and they
Yeah,
went.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, that guy Ben Johnson is good, and he has the Williams kid at quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some. They building something in Chicago. Because I was about to say now, I was thinking the last time Chicago was decent was Lovie Smith, and how many years ago was that?
Lovie done went on to the Texans. He done went on to.
I was about to say, but that's where I remember Lovie Smith.
What is wrong? Dang. That was crazy. But yeah, Dylan Thiemann. He has an 88 grade. You know how they say about them players from Oregon, though, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, that's the Ducks, right?
They don't do good in the NFL sometimes.
Yeah. They got a big tight end coming out of that this year, isn't it?
Do they?
Yeah, they got a big tight end. It's supposed to be can really run and all of that.
Well, I'll be covering the NFL draft probably Saturday, right? That's when all of the day 3 picks and signings, and so we'll definitely have a show. All right, Mr. Ford. Last but not least, the FCS playoff reality check.
Okay.
I don't even have his information. So, you know what? I kind of like don't want to talk about this because I feel like this coach is mimicking a certain coach that used to be in the SWAC in terms of like trying to catch the highlight and say something off the wall to make everybody just get out of their feelings or whatever. So basically the statement that was made is that HBCU football is 5 years behind. What do you think about that, Mr. Ford?
Was that his statement about the scheduling? Or what I mean, what
it
was
was
it?
just basically about HBCU football in totality, in everything. We're 5 years behind everybody else.
Well, that's his opinion, and opinions is just like asses. Everybody got one. Okay, now with that being said, okay, now as far as total coaching is concerned, the guy in Prairie View is better than Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders was a flash in the pan. Okay, his coaching, to me, was the coaching of a novice. Now, what he did when he came to the SWAC, he overpowered the SWAC with his celebrity. And he was able to bring players in that he was able to get because of his celebrity. Okay? This guy at Prairie View is better than Deion. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be honest with you. If you take Deion and put him at Prairie View and take that guy and put him at Colorado, he would do better at Colorado than Deion is doing. Because I still say, Deion has shown you in these last 2 or 3 years, but especially since Shadua left, he ain't ready. He's not, to me, he's not even in the top 50 when it comes to FBS coaches. Okay? So
the thing is, like, while he is a better coach, the problem is that he wants the Deion Sanders, I don't know, like the Deion Sanders acknowledgement, the Deion Sanders flair. Like, he might be a better coach, but the way that he moves in the media, it's like he wants Deion Sanders' attention, Deion Sanders' clout.
Well, yeah, that yeah.
That's why you
what
see him
this
make
guy,
all
what
these
this guy is
off-the-wall
basically
comments.
saying is that as long as he's in the SWAC, he's going to dominate the SWAC and he's going to control the SWAC and he's going to be, you know, the dominant figure as far as football program. All right. Now, in a way, I like that because it's a challenge for everybody. Because I had this conversation today at my school. I thought that the football season 2025 was an outstanding season, but I truly believe that 2026 is going to be better. I really do. I think that this year's football season, that's why I can't wait. I'm just looking forward to it. I think it's going to be better. I really do. I think it's going to be better. Because there are a lot of people. See, with him doing all that talking, I mean, it's motivation for other people. Now, one thing he's saying, and we've talked about that today, what he's saying, he's doing that Adolph Rupp stuff. He's saying to the SWAC, if you don't come to our level, we're going to beat the dog shit out you every Saturday. Yeah. So
That's what he's saying?
yeah. See, that's that, do you remember Adolph Rupp? Do you remember Adolph Rupp?
No, Mr. Ford.
Okay, Adolph Rupp for many years was the head basketball coach at the University of Kentucky. And he used to tell the SEC schools that if you don't stop putting all your money into football and start putting some money into basketball, I'm going to embarrass your program every time I play you.
Oh my God, who is he saying that to?
Well, listen,
But okay, so I understand what you're saying. Like, you can say that, but like, there's some coaches, I get it, right? He came into the SWAC, he was able to take the SWAC championship the first year. But can you imagine if TC Taylor, and let's be fair, TC Taylor could definitely have that type of persona. Like, we gonna whoop your ass and drag you up and down this field every Saturday, and we're not coming up off your neck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, let me say this. TC is humble. This guy is arrogant. There's a big difference. Okay? There's a big difference. See, this guy wants attention because he wants them white people to come and get him.
no, I don't think he understands that white folks do not want another Deion situation.
Well, but
how it went.
That's
and
what
on
he
top
wants.
of that, one of parts of Deion, which Jackson State already led in FCS, but don't nobody in attendance, but don't nobody else know about that. But the thing is, like, Deion brings the money, right? He brings the sold out crowd. Until you can prove that part, or get you a recruit a 5-star, they ain't coming to get you.
Well, like I said, this is his ultimate aim, is that, like you said, that's why I said, yeah, you were correct. He wants to propel himself from Fairview to a FBS situation. And you were correct. Yes, he's trying to mimic what Deion did. Deion went to Jackson 2 years and then propelled himself to Colorado. Okay, this is what this guy wants. This is what he wants. But in the meantime,
I can tell you that, Mr. Ford, from the bottom of my heart, his appearance and his look is not going to get him into a PWI. Deion Sanders' look, his resume, and his ability to do what? Took a city like Jackson making less than millions for the season to $20 million for a football season. Is that coach from Fairview can go to any college season and bring in the type of revenue that Deion brought into the city of Jackson. That's my biggest gripe with this guy. Trust me, this guy does not like to be coaching at an HBCU. But he knows if he goes that route, folks can say, well, he did this here and he did this there. I do not believe this guy is a good coach. When you blow a 21-point lead, I say again, 21-point lead after half of football, and you cannot do anything with a backup quarterback. Do you really think them people want you? You can talk stuff to us all day. Wycheck and all them other people when they beat Southern for homecoming. See, I remember all this stuff. They thought this guy was the next thing since a slice of bread. Then when you went into Jackson, you beat Jackson State. But when you went to the HBCU, that Celebration Bowl, and you landed that goose egg in the second half, bruh, you school on Saturday. You ain't got no class. But let him talk. I keep telling him, let him talk. He's going to be the demise of Prairie View. That's why you cannot get anybody from Prairie View to come up on your show and sit there and brag about what he's doing. This guy is so arrogant. He takes players, not that he can sit up and coach and train. He takes players that's been trained 2, 3, 4 years and bring them to his program. And the SWAC, what is it, SWAC West? Y'all got to do better. Because if you don't, this dude's going to keep on running. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because I'm still hot about my Chicago Bears, man. I'm not going to apologize for cussing, but I'm still hot. I'm texting these folks right now. So y'all go back on to y'all thing, but I had to say my piece about the angry he's a cute dog, ain't he? So his GPA probably ain't no higher than 2.5. But anyway, let me go back to texting these people. Thank y'all.
Mr. Ford.
Uh-huh.
Oh, all right. I think what happened
Oh,
is
but let me. I want to say this though. The last, if I remember correctly, didn't Deion Sanders lose 2 Celebration Bowls?
he
And the
sure
first one
did.
against, okay,
And
the
guess
first one
what?
against South Carolina State, didn't he get embarrassed? Okay,
Baby,
didn't he get embarrassed?
he
And then the second one, didn't he lose it because of the bridge burning he did?
arrogance. That's what I'm saying. Like the
Okay,
arrogance,
okay.
arrogance. I'm talking about drug 'em. Okay, so here's my thing. This is the only gripe that I have with it. I'm fine with it. Just do you. But if you are a coach that feels like you want to play in the FCS playoffs, make sure that you apply to schools that get an automatic bid. Okay. That way, the only thing you have to do is win your conference. That's it. You don't have none of these other variables. If you feel like the FCS playoffs is for you, when you go to apply for your job to be a head coach, make sure that you apply to schools that participate in the FCS playoffs. So here's a reality check. The SWAC is not, and the MEAC do not plan on changing back to participate in this money hole of FCS playoffs.
Right.
So I remember on Saturday, Mr. Ford, you were talking about that he wanted to have a strong like a strong schedule, and that he'll get home field advantage for the SWAC championship. And also that if that doesn't work out, that he'll be able to go to the playoffs. So we're just getting ready to go through the reality check of the playoffs and why your strength of schedule that you have out of conference has no bearing on the totality of your season. And the reality that 9 times out of 10, 99.9% of the time, you are not going to be able to make it to the FCS playoffs. And here's why. So, number 1, did you lose any conference game? If the answer is yes, you're probably not going to get an at-large bid. That's just the reality of the situation. If you drop a game to any teams in SWAC, you're not going to get a bid. And that's just how they deem the strength of schedule of those teams that, you just, it's going to be hard for you to be able to get that. All right. Let me switch this over so you guys can see this. All right. Oh, it's not big enough. All right, there we go. All right. So if you didn't lose any conference games, let's say you went undefeated, are you Alabama State, Grambling State, or Southern? If you're any three of those, you already out the game, right? Because they have those Bayou Classic and then they have the Turkey Day Classic, right?
Right.
So you guys that already eliminates 3 teams out of the teams that we have. You're already out. Then aren't you gonna knock out Valley and UAPB, Mr. Ford? Automatically. Like, they're not gonna win their division anytime soon, right?
Well, I mean,
Realistically speaking.
yeah. If it's going to be status quo, unless they make some changes, yeah.
Valley
Listen, I don't know. I know we haven't mentioned it, but I was so happy for Valley that they got, they're supposed to be getting Mike Davis for their basketball coach.
Yes. Now,
He's going to do wonders at Valley.
Basketball is different than football, Mr. Ford.
I'm just saying, I'm just happy for them that they got Mike Davis.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah, because he'll do wonders.
Okay, so now we're going to have to explain to these folks as to why FAMU was able to get that bid when Deion Sanders was here. We're going to have to explain it to folks.
Well, it's easy. They only lost 2 SWAC games in 2 years.
But
the
also,
only team that beat them was Jackson State.
But also, Jackson State at that time was ranked 16 in the country in FCS polls.
Mm-hmm.
And it was literally, Deion had a lot to do with it, right? Our strength of schedule was not that hard that year. Campbell has not been, and I don't think it was it the Campbell year, or I'm trying to figure out which year it was. Was the year we played ULM? All I know is that FAMU got the bid, right? But at that point in time, they were like, I'll say FCS as a whole was on Deion's jock, Mr. Ford.
Mm.
You remember that's the year that they were giving nods to all HBC. They would get the Buck Buchanan Award. I want to say it was Isaiah Land, right, Mr. Ford?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The freshman of the year was Shador Sanders. Like, we haven't had that much motion in terms of getting acknowledged at that FCS level that they went and made like a separate level for HBCUs to where they're doing like HBCU of the week. Do you remember that, Mr. Ford?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and eliminate UAPB, eliminate Valley, Alabama State, Grambling State, Southern. So those are 5 teams that are gone. I'm going to eliminate FAMU because of the postseason eligibility ban,
Mm-hmm.
right? They can't play. So that's 6 teams gone. And then you have the 2 teams in the SWAC championship. That's 9 gone. So there's only 3 teams actually that could possibly make the playoffs. There's only 3 teams.
So that's Jackson, Prairie View.
And then if you lose, that's the thing. Like, let's say you went undefeated, but in the SWAC championship, let's say hypothetically saying Prairie View and Jackson State have another matchup, right?
Right.
Let's say Prairie View loses to Jackson State. They definitely not getting in the at large bid because of Jackson State's strength of schedule. They're going to say you shouldn't have lost to Jackson State. So folks can say, well, FAMU got it. No, this is not 2021. It's not possible. It's not. And we're just basing that on how they do their at-large bids. Like the margin of error is very small. But one thing that I could say is that the MEAC has continuously had the opportunity, Mr. Fort. Why are they not able to capitalize off of getting an at-large bid? Because they finished their season almost a month before we even have the SWAC championship in the Celebration Bowl. And on top of that, they only have 6 teams, so they have 4 to 6 games that they can schedule tougher out-of-conference games.
But according to them, that's what they're doing. You know.
But they've been doing it for all these years, and the only ones that have made it out as of recently is North Carolina Central. 9-2 overall, 1 FCS loss. They earned an at-large bid with wins over Elon and Campbell.
Right.
Why are they never participating in the playoffs?
Well, I guess it's whatever the FCS committee decides. I guess that's the MEAC is not one of their priorities.
So I wish people would stop with the playoff thing. Like, if you really look at this, the ability for anybody from the SWAC to participate in the playoffs especially with our schedules. Like, do you think if Jackson State went undefeated in our schedule is so, I think we play, it's going to be pretty hard for that. Yeah, so.
You think it's going to be pretty hard for Jackson State to go undefeated?
No, for Jackson State wouldn't be able to go to playoffs either. You wouldn't get an at-large bid going undefeated for this year's season, and then hypothetically you lose to Prairie View. And on top of that, not only that, because I think people get excited when folks schedule certain teams, you have to actually win those games. Like, you can't just schedule them and say, oh, we have a harder strength of schedule. You have to actually win those games.
Yeah, I think Jackson State's program is all about that Celebration Bowl. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think there's a whole lot of enthusiasm in Jackson for that FCS playoff. They are, it's all about that Celebration Bowl. Jackson's about
I love
winning the SWAC, coming to the Celebration Bowl, and then defending, the SWAC reputation against the MEAC. That's what Jackson's program is about.
Everybody else is having a hard time getting it done.
Yeah, so really, to be honest with you, I don't think Jackson gives a damn about the FCS playoff. I really don't.
What with the history and the legacy of Jackson State, I don't think they will not say hell with the FCS playoffs, but Jackson State is that team, along with Southern Grambling and a few other teams, that can sit there and vouch and say, during our hardest and roughest times as Black people, we sent players to the NFL and we transcended the game. I think Jackson State is looking for that next player to transcend the game. That's just my opinion. And so is Grambling, so is Southern. I can even say FAMU with Bullet Bob Hayes. I think that's what Jackson State and these other programs are looking for. And I don't blame them. We transcended the NFL. We transcended the actual play calling with Archie Cooley. So I think that we're waiting for these players But I still think SWAC and other black HBCUs are scared to go out there and get these players. That's just my opinion and my opinion only. I'm sitting here watching the draft and I'm looking at these players. Most of these players that's drafted in the first round, I'm telling you right now, they like sheep shit lit logs. I can't even say it because the internet will block me. They ain't gonna pan out. I still can remember reading an article of Buck Buchanan drafted first in the AFL. Walter Payton third. Doug Williams, his draft pick. All those players I named transcended the football league. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because I still believe the people that we got in charge right now are scary. We got black politicians that are scared to say that they're black and they proud. But they all showed up at Reverend Jackson's funeral because I was there. And all them folks that was there know that Reverend Jesse Jackson went to A&T, and that man had a phrase, I'm black, I'm proud, I'm beautiful. We got some work to do. That's all I'm saying. We got some work to do. So, hey, let me get back on here and text it. Somebody finally texted me back from Chicago. I'm talking in the office management. Because them folks know that I would run on the field and tell them damn people, you scared. Walter Payton built this damn stadium. Okay, I apologize. Once again, I ain't apologizing for shit, really.
Mr. Ford,
Uh-huh.
I got that young man on the screen.
Yeah, I'm looking at him. You said he's 6'11", right?
It says Oak Cliff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Oak Cliff has a national reputation. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it the Oak Cliff Eagles? Or no, they were playing against Oak Cliff. Let me see.
yeah. Oak Cliff is out of Virginia.
No,
That's a,
Oak Cliff, Texas.
oh, is that South Oak Cliff?
Let me get this young man's name. Let me get this young man's name. Dorian Awunchekwa.
Okay.
His birthplace is Dallas, Texas.
Mhm.
And I want to say he was at Tulsa.
Oh, okay.
He
So
was
he's at Tulsa.
Tulsa Golden.
Yeah, Tulsa. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
First he was at Georgia Tech.
Oh, he was at Tech?
To Tulsa. Yeah.
Okay. How many years of eligibility does he have?
Let me go to their page. Tulsa Hurricane basketball. Let me see if I can get his bio.
Okay.
6'11", 240 pounds. He's a 3-star center prospect. He was from Faith Family Academy of Oak Cliff. Are you familiar with it?
No. Is that a prep school?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm not familiar. But I'm just happy that he's coming to Jackson, and I hope that
He was a McDonald's All-American Game nominee. He's one of the better shooting bigs in the country.
Ooh. And he's coming to Jackson State.
Experience. Yeah.
Yeah. Now what about the other kids you're coming about?
I'm not gonna say that he's okay, let me get them. I'm gonna get those. I'm gonna pull those up, Mr. Ford. You talking about the 6'10"?
Yeah, the 6'10"
forward, the power forward.
And where are they from?
Okay. Let me get those other ones.
Okay.
Rashad Bolden is a 6-foot guard from Central Arkansas. He's originally actually from Jackson, Mississippi, but
Okay.
Brandy announces that she's here, Mr. Ford.
Hey, Brandy.
So Rashad Bolden is 6 foot, 180 pounds. His birthplace, of course, is Jackson, Mississippi. So he was one of the best D2 players in the country at Mississippi College.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and look. It looks like he's been a couple of different places, but he averaged 8.7 points per game, 4.3 rebounds, 1 assist. Let's look at his information. He's a senior. So this is his last year. Probably his last year.
Okay.
And he played for Southern Miss Golden Eagles 1 season, Mississippi College Choctaw another season, and Central Arkansas Bears. So this is definitely his last season. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Mr. Ford, I think that in the grand scheme of things, Coach been on it. They hit the ground running.
Yeah, they hit the ground. Now you said that was another 6'9", right?
Yeah, let me get that one.
Okay.
There's another one that they had. I was like, okay, you know what? I can get with this. This is what we need. This is what we want to see.
Oh yeah.
Like in terms of recruitment and the ability to go across country to get some of these young men here. This is what you want to see. I'm excited for not only just Coach Johnson getting his chance to be the head coach, but run his program how he deems fit, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Jaden Williams. I think he committed to yesterday or a couple of days ago. Let me see. So Jaden Williams is a 6'9" forward. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. And he is a Incarnate Word. He played at Incarnate Word. Okay.
Out in Texas, in Houston?
Yeah, it says Jackson State has received a commitment from Jaden Williams, 6'9" forward/center from Incarnate Word. Coming out of high school, Williams was a 3-star ranked athlete and was top 15 in his state. Known for his athleticism, length, rim protection, instincts, and timing.
And what was his high school?
Let's look that up. Jaden Williams. Mr. Ford, you know, I remember talking to you during the season, and we just kept on talking about how we had nothing underneath the basket.
Oh yeah, I coined it 4 guards and a forward.
Like we just didn't have anything.
No, you didn't.
So it says he is 6. His hometown is Chicago, Illinois, and it's Bella Vista Prep.
Okay, was that the prep school in Atlanta?
Yeah, I think so because it did say something about Snellville, Georgia.
Oh yeah, that's Gwinnett County. Yeah. Okay.
Is that Bellevue Prep?
I guess I'm not familiar with the Bellevue Prep. I'm not familiar with them.
Let me see what his bio says. He's the highest ranked recruit in Incarnate Word history. This can't be right. Is this right? No, this can't be right. I don't think this could be right. Graduated from Bella Vista Prep in 2024. I guess it is right. Did they say that was their highest recruit? That's him, Mr. Ford.
Yeah.
It says it's their highest ranked recruit in Incarnate Word school history.
Okay.
Wow. So this is a highly touted recruit, Mr. Ford.
Yeah. Can't wait to see him.
Brookwood High School was in Gwinnett County.
Yeah. I know.
It says Brookwood High School before transferring Gwinnett County.
Yeah, I know. I know. Big time football school.
Really?
Yeah. They've won the state championship several times. And a legendary coach out there I think his name was Dave Hunter.
So we did have another recruit that committed to Jackson State, but he did not get his waiver from the NCAA. That happened recently. Stock Talk said he was an ESPN top 100 player at Brookwood High School in Gwinnett before transferring. He will do well. That's what the fans want to see. What we want to see. We want to see you getting those boards, blocking folks out, dunking the ball. Like that's what we want to see. I'm excited, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, I am too. I'm excited for Jackson State.
The women's side, Mr. Ford, we got 2 recruits from the women's side, but we haven't really heard much of anything else.
Okay.
So I'm guessing we're just kind of still waiting for other stuff to come to fruition.
Right.
We're still waiting on that. On all of that to come through.
Mm-hmm.
We see there's a lot of like side eyes and fire, Mr. Ford, but they ain't said nothing out loud yet.
Oh, okay.
For the women's side.
Right. Did you hear anything about Alabama State? Did they bring in any players? The new coach?
You know what? I did see that. I did see them get a commit.
Did he bring somebody from Langston?
I did not see that one yet.
Okay.
Let's go. It kind of got quiet. Like he was named the coach, and then it just got quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Amari Brown. He's a guard forward from Southern Indiana, and he's originates from Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah. So, they got a 6'7" forward Isaiah Barganier committed to Alabama State University.
And now, where's his hometown?
Isaiah Barganier. Okay, so he actually has about two commits. I'm thinking he probably will bring at least 1 to 2. He is a Texas State Bobcat forward. His birthplace is Fulshear, Texas. He ended up playing. Have you heard of that? Fulshear, Texas, Mr. Ford?
No,
I ain't never
no,
heard of that.
I'm sorry. No.
He's 7,250. So he over there. The SWAC ain't playing. They getting some boys with some meat on their bones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kind
You
of,
always going to have a frontline power.
they was kind of emaciated last year.
Yeah, I thought they were just small and no power up front.
They said that that's the new way that the NBA is playing, though. Like, they're playing the perimeters.
Yeah, they do a lot of isolation. Yeah. Basically, it's a lack of a post-up game.
Baseball, you know that the
Bethune-Cookman still at number 1?
we're gonna take a look, but Bethune-Cookman dropped a game. It was so close, Mr. Ford. Oh, they had the whole game at their hands. It was like,
Now, who were they playing?
they were playing UCF.
Oh, okay, UCF. Okay. Mm-hmm.
It was 5-4, bottom of the ninth. Like, they were able to hold UCF so that they don't score. So all they needed to do was score to tie or 2 runs to win. And they accidentally, the guy that was on first, they was able to get him out. Okay. On a foul ball or something like that, or anyway, they got him out, and then the guy bunted the ball. Why are you bunting if you don't have nobody on base? Like, you shouldn't be bunting. You should be trying to hit it. So anyway, they got it. It was a good showing. A very, very, very complex game, but they ended up dropping. But Mr. Ford, congratulations to, of course, Alabama State. They won both men and women's tennis, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, I did hear that. I did hear. I did hear about the men. I didn't know about the women.
But they beat Jackson State.
The women beat Jackson State?
Yes, Mr. Ford.
Okay,
and
now
we have news.
Who did Alabama State win? The men. Who did the men go up against?
I don't know, because I only watched the women.
Okay, because that Alabama State tennis program is pretty good. They're dominant.
I mean, like, I was just confident that Jackson State was going to be able. Well, I think if Jackson State would have actually won the tournament, maybe we would have added a couple more points. But hey, Alabama State, when they say that the spring is for Alabama State, they do not lie. Like, you have track and field that's coming up next, right? Outdoor track and field. And Alabama State usually does well in those as well. Yeah. So the Commissioner Cup is closer than it's ever been before. Like, Jackson State is, of course, still in first place with 117 points. Alabama State has now surpassed Texas Southern and now has 109 points. And 70 of them came from the women's side, Mr. Ford.
Okay.
Matter of fact, the women in all of the top 5 places. So Jackson State's in first, Alabama State's in second, Texas Southern's in third, Alabama A&M is in fourth, and Prairie View is in fifth. The women have been pulling their weight in terms of points.
Where's Southern?
Southern is 6th place. They got 92.5 points. They're in 6th place.
Okay.
Mr. Ford, we need to talk though. We need to have a serious conversation. Grambling is in 11th place.
Yeah, you're right. It's yeah. That's ridiculous.
We need some conversation that needs to be had. What would you like to say for your dear Grambling, old Grambling? What do you have to say?
We got to do better. That don't make no sense. We got to do better. That don't make no sense. Do we need to make some changes or what?
Mr. Ford, you be going in on Southern. Grambling. Grambling is one spot from last. Valley is the only one that's holding them from being in last place.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Hey, I just want to say good night, y'all. My wife told me that I'm on punishment for all that damn cussing. But anyway, thank y'all for having me on the channel. Y'all have a good night.
When are you coming on?
For the SWAC softball tournament, I'm gonna live stream the whole tournament. That should be in about a couple of weeks.
We'll be there.
Yeah. I'm gonna kick her out the house. But anyway, thank y'all for letting me come on. Good night, Mr. Ford. Good night, Mr.
Okay, have a good night here.
Good night. Right.
Well, listen, I got to get on too. You know, we testing. So
good. Yeah. Good night, Mr. Ford. See you on Saturday.
Okay, what time? 9 o'clock Saturday.
Mr. Ford, I'm surprised you don't have more to say about Grambling. I'm gonna ask you on Saturday.
Stop
saying Eddie Robinson is rolling in his grave.
Yeah, I know he is, because that's why I say it's ridiculous. That makes no sense at all. I mean, the baseball program is I thought they were really good. We got to get our men and women's basketball, our football, our track and field, men and women. We got to do better. Like you said, we need to have a conversation. Do we need to, start anew? Do we need to bring in new people?
I'm gonna ask you on Saturday when you're not sleepy. First
thing. Yeah, because we got to do better than that. That's
have a conversation, because that's not the Grambling way. You guys that's not the Grambling way.
That's not the Grambling way, baby. We got to do better than that. So we need to, like you said, we need to sit down and have a conversation.
All right. Good night.
Okay. Have a good one here. Bye-bye.
Bye. What y'all think? Now, I will admit I was very upset that Jackson State was not able to close out the tennis, because we have been undefeated all season long. So that hurt me personally. That hurt that we weren't able to pull it out. But the ladies did do a phenomenal season. Y'all, we're gonna clip Mr. I'm gonna go back and watch. Unc got pissed when they picked that young man. Woo! Lord have mercy. You're gonna do a draft party with him. You're gonna have some beeps in it. Oh, Lord. All right, y'all. Well, listen, it's 11:22. We are not having a special live tonight. We're going to have our special live on Saturday. We'll have our special live on Saturday. Let me see. What do y'all think about our recruits? Boy, we got us some heavy hitters, huh? Ain't no after hour. We ain't going to the after hour to the after spot. Not tonight. It's late. I gotta get up in the morning. Listen. 6'9", 6'11", 6 foot. We are getting the players. This is what the fans want to see. This is what the fans want to see. We want to see the center, the forward. Do we still, and if we still got that young man that committed from Jackson, if we still got him, oh, we're knocking it out the park. Knocking it out the park. Nah, give these coaches the same smoke y'all gave Mo for losing the championship. What's their name? Stock Talk. Mo didn't even win a regular season championship. So we can't give them the same smoke that we gave to Mo, because that coach, first of all, he's in his first year as head coach of the tennis team. Secondly, he won the regular season. So we don't give them the same smoke because they actually clinched. They will get a ring. They will get a ring. Mo didn't win a regular season. He won the regular season in his first season as head coach. Not the same. And was named SWAC Coach of the Year. What's the word on Michael James from Valley? Ooh, that's a good question. I ain't heard nothing. So yeah, it's different. Like, you get a little bit of leeway when you go undefeated in the season and clinch the regular season, The only thing that I saw was that he had a visit to Jackson State. I didn't see nothing else. I didn't see no type of commitment or anything else. So have you guys heard anything about the women's team? They told me that there's been a lot of a lot of fire emojis and a lot of side eyes, but we have not gotten any more commitments. As it stands, I saw me personally, I saw 2. This is all we've been seeing. I'm gonna go to their page so we can look at it. Y'all tell me what y'all see. All right. So that was from yesterday, getting us all excited. Then on the 20th, then on the 20th again, then on the 15th. Damn, all I see is a fired up J-State, fired up. Hey, fired up J-State, fired up. Hey, fired up State, fired up. So we're firing it up, okay? So that means that it's some magic being done in the behind the scenes. You're not going to know about it, but just know that it's getting done. So fired up, J-State, fired up. So every time that they post this emoji with the fire, this is my response. Fired up, J-State, fired up. Hey, that's all I have to say. So hopefully those commitments are dropping. And please make sure that you go to SheLovesThee.com and read all my articles. What article should I do next? Should I do an update on the Jackson State men's team? Y'all comment in the chat before we get off of here so I'll know what to write in the next couple of days. Listen, we will be waiting for those next set of drops. I do think I am going to do a update article on recruitment for basketball. Y'all, when is the football spring roster gonna drop? When is it gonna drop? Last but not least, what we got? Baseball. We got baseball. I didn't even see. I didn't even answer Mr. Ford's question. I want to say it's FAMU versus Bethune-Cookman coming up. Uh-oh. They're tied. Ooh. It's going to all come down to Bethune-Cookman versus FAMU, and I want to say they start either tomorrow. I think. Jackson State is above Valley, y'all. Y'all give us a round of applause. Y'all give us some round of applause. Jackson State is above Valley. Thank you, Jesus, because, baby, that was not cool. Jackson State men's team is above Valley. So, thank you, Jesus. Probably not until after the summer or beginning of the season. They usually update it for the spring. They usually have a spring roster. Tournament bid at risk. Ooh, Dr. Carey's basically saying that you have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, y'all, we are actually tied with Valley right now in the conference, 7 and 11, right? 7 and 11. We are tied with Valley. The tournament bid is on the line because only top 8 go to the baseball tournament. Okay. Let's go on over to softball because we really need this. We need another SWAC championship. We need to clinch another one. Ooh. Florida A&M is leading 17-4. Prairie View is leading 17-1, but anyway, or their division 17-1. Jackson State is 15-6, and it's the top 2 SWAC softball teams will close out the regular season this weekend with FAMU edging us out by 1 game. We need to sweep the last series to reclaim our number 1 spot in the regular season. Oh, our overall record trumps theirs, so we will go. What you mean? We have 23-19. Our overall record don't trump theirs. I don't know what you mean by that. But anyway, what y'all think about baseball? Oh, the baseball team. Our overall record trumps theirs, so we will go. Okay, got you, Jay. Thank you. Well, thank you, Jesus, because baby, if we didn't make the tournament, it would be time for some conversations to be had. Like, what are you going to do to make sure that you not only get in the tournament next year, but all right, y'all. We're going to go to sleep now. I know them FAMU players was rolling around like when Coach Willie said that he wasn't going to be walking up and down the campus to make sure that they're going to class. And now you done left it so that folks can't even get postseason play.
How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to death with this. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused out here today. God ain't pleased like this. You can't do the Saints like this. Boys, I don't even know if I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm doing a refund. Cause I'm doing it made it big time, Willie.
Just gonna leave? How you gonna leave us? The SWAC runs through Jackson. The SWAC runs through Jackson. The SWAC runs through the Jack, coach. The SWAC runs through Jack, coach. I don't make up the rules. That's just how it is. Oh, God, have mercy on my soul. All right, y'all. The face that how they look at you when they realize that the SWAC does in fact run through Jack. How I sleep at night, knowing my APR is above 930. How I sleep at night, this is how I'm going to sleep tonight, knowing that our APR is above 930. Peacefully. Peacefully. All right, y'all, let me stop. Y'all, I need to find some new pictures. I mean, these are timeless and classic, but it's a new season. I need to find some new material. I mean, the how you gonna fix it, that's probably just gonna be forever ingrained. I'm sleeping peacefully at night. All right. Let me go to sleep and stop being so loud before I wake up my baby. I will see you guys on Saturday. Saturday, we will do the NFL, the HBCU to NFL draft. We'll look over some of the draft grades, relative athletic scores. We'll look at some of the top HBCU players. Yes. So I will see you guys on Saturday. Everybody have a blessed Friday. Anybody went and saw Michael Jackson yet? The Michael Jackson movie. My son's supposed to go see it. No after set tonight? No, Mr. Walker. We don't have after sets in the middle of the week. Ain't no after set. Ain't no after set. What you want to say? Just say the PG version of whatever you wanted to say at the after set. We're not having an after. Ain't no after hours. It comes out tomorrow. Oh, I thought some people were seeing it tonight, but okay. I forgot to tell y'all, gas is $3.99, damn near $4. I bet you it'll probably be $4 tomorrow. Sheesh. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Saturday. I'm rambling now. Whitley, why do you play so much? Talking about I do want one drink from the after hour. Y'all want to go to the after spot? I just want to request music. Oh, okay. Okay. Here. Now, you know that my computer is janky as hell. Okay, let me set it up. So y'all do want to go to the after set. After hours. I got you. Oh, Lord. We'll go to the after hours for 20 minutes. All right, let me see. Oh, they're crazy. Said, we ain't going to the after hours, to the after set. Okay. Oh, my goodness. All right. We gonna have a good time tonight. It's crazy how nobody is watching the draft. I'm sure those numbers are abysmal compared to what they were. Let me get this stuff. Okay. I will see y'all over at the after hours. We'll be in there for about 15 minutes at the after set. At the juke joint. Not the boom boom room.
I've had some weird days. I've had some weird days. And some sleepless nights. But when I look around,
What is happening here? How you gonna request in here? You're supposed to request in the other room. Where's the bottle service? Uh-oh, not the bottle service.
I've had some weird days. And
Okay, I set up the after hours. As long as you saw the request.
but when
Y'all have a blessed
I look
evening.
around, and I think things over. All of my good days, outweigh my bad days.
How are you at the other place already? That's crazy.
The clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord. Lord, why so much pain? But He knows what's best for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see. So I'll just say, thank you, Lord.